Hi there, and happy Pride Month. If you're at all familiar with the railways in Britain, you'll probably know about Pride trains. These are specially liveried trains celebrating diversity among railway workers and passengers alike, especially among the LGBTQ community. And a number of train companies have created special liveries featuring the iconic rainbow pride flag and its variants. They call it a trainbow. I'm personally an especially big fan of the way Manchester have done their Pride Tram to celebrate the city's vibrant communities and history. But a Pride train isn't something the Tyne and Wear Metro has ever done before. So since the shiny new trains are arriving at the moment, I thought I'd have a go at designing some concepts for a special Pride Metro train to exemplify the North East's acceptance of and solidarity with the LGBTQ community. Just a quick note that if you want to somehow complain that this is woke nonsense or anything like that, keep your thoughts to yourself. I won't accept any intolerant language on my channel. Besides, if you're okay with the train being wrapped in a big advert for vodka, you should be okay with this. It's just one train out of 46. And yes, it would probably be a target for vandalism, but let's be honest, all of the trains are going to be. So, to start, I made a quick image of the new metro train, and let's get to work. For my first attempt, I knew I wanted to enhance the livery as it already is. So I took that lovely 45-degree line where the yellow meets the grey and turned it into a series of bands that would give us the colours of the rainbow. And while I was relatively happy with how the rainbow was coming out so far, I thought it could use one extra detail to just make it pop that little bit more. So I added shadows to each of the coloured stripes to add a bit of an illusion of depth, shall we say. And I don't think it looks too bad. Anyway, here's the finished first design. I personally think this is a good start. Now on to attempt number 2. And with this, I wanted to create something a bit simpler, a bit more restrained, more classic. So I took this front section and added in the rainbow. But to create more of a sense of being in motion, I wanted to use those lovely chevrons from the progress flag as essentially go faster arrows. It was just a case of getting the positioning right, but the angles already matched, so I knew that this was going to look good. And yeah, that's this one finished. As I said, nice and simple, but definitely very elegant. And for my last concept, I knew I wanted to try something a little different, so I started with the big M in Calvert font from the classic Metro logo and turned that into my rainbow. But as you can see, I had a bit of trouble working out exactly where to place it. See, I'm not a big fan of when these things cover the windows even partly, but I knew that with this design that was probably going to be necessary. I still just had to work out exactly where on the train to place it. But in the end, I decided on a spot slightly further back in between the first two sets of doors, which I think provides a nice sense of symmetry and could be repeated all the way down the train if you wanted. And yeah, that's my final design finished. I'm not entirely sure what to make of this one, although I do think it genuinely would look better in real life than it does here. But in any case, here are all 3 designs side by side. I really think each one has something different going for it. Number 1 is nice and vibrant, while number 3 fits in really well with the current livery and is nice and simple. While number 2, while the most messy, is definitely the most uniquely Metro, which I definitely think is worth something. I think I'm slightly leaning towards number 1, so I mocked it up to see what it might look like in real life. And I like it. But I really would like to hear your opinion. Which one's your favourite? Or could I do better? Let me know in the comments. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.